Alright, so this video is about the more difficult algebra balancing. So most difficult. Okay. So here is first problem. So negative 3 parentheses 2x minus 8 equal negative 12. So first step is to distribute. Distribute is negative 3 multiply the 2x. So negative and positive is negativo. 3 and 2 is 6x. Then, because this is multiplication, so negative 3 multiply negative 8 is más 24 and then equal negative 12. So now that was first step. Dos step is to do opposite of más 24. So we have adding 24. So undo is to subtract 24. So subtract 24, subtract 24. So we bring down negative 6x. This is 0, of course. And then this is negativo 36. Okay? And so now today's step is to see that this is multiplication. So negative 6 is multiplied. So opposite or undo is to divide by negative 6. So dividir negative 6, dividir negative 6. So negative 6 divided negative 6 is 1. 1 times x is just x. So now we put into here negativo divided by negativo is positivo. And then we have 36 divided by 6, which is 6. So here's my respuesta. So now I want to do check. So check. So check is respuesta back into x. So negative 3 parentheses 2 multiply 6 minus 8 equal negative 12. So negative 3, 2 times 6 is 12 minus 8. And so what is 12 minus 8? Well, that is just 4. And so negative 3 equal negative. So multiplication here, so negative 12 does equal negative 12. So yeah, respuesta is correcto. Okay? So that's one problema that you will have to know how to do. Let's do another problema. Dos. So dos problema. We look at dos problema more complicated. So you have negative 3 más 3x equal to negative 2 parentheses x más 1. Okay, always distribution. You see distribution? Primero, first. We do first. So we distribute. Okay? So negative 2 times x is negativo 2x. Negativo 2 times positivo 1, negativo 2. We bring down other problema. So we do not touch. So now we have to move x's together and numerals together. So multiple choice. Could move negative 3 y 3x or y or negative 2x or negative 2. So you choose. Okay. I am going to choose the negative 3. So I'm going to más 3 because negativo 3 opposite or undo is adding 3 to both sides. So 3 and 3. So this is 0, of course. So we have 3x. We bring down negative 2x. And now we have plus. So this is más 1. Because negative 2 más 3 is 1. Okay. So now we move the negative 2x. That's a 3 step. So negative 2x, opposite, right, or undo is to add 2x. So we add 2x, we add 2x. This gives us 5x equal to, that's 0, so we bring down 1. Okay, so now fourth step is to separate 5 from x. Okay, so this is 5 multiply, so we do undo, which is dividir 5. So we do dividir 5, dividir 5. So 5 dividir 5, 1, so x is equal to 1/5. Ooh, now we must do check. That check is more difficult because we have fraction. Okay, so negative 3 más 3 multiply 1/5, right? And then we have negative 2 1/5 plus 1. So we have to multiply. We have to remember how multiply fractions. Numerator multiply and denominator multiply. So negative 3 más 3 times 1 is 3 over 5. Because 1 times 5 is 5. Okay, so we also have negative 2. So we have to add 1/5 más 1. Well, 1 is equal to 5 over 5. And we want 5 denominator. So 5 over 5. So this is 1/5 más 5/5. Okay? That way now we can mass numerator. So now we make a little more room. That's better. Okay? And so now we do negative 3 plus 3 y 5. This we can do those. This right here we can add 1 más 5 because 5 denominator. So that's 6 over 5. Okay. Same thing here for 3. 3 or negative 3 is the same thing as 15 over 5. Because negative 15 dividir 5 is negative 3. Okay. So we have negative 15 over 5. Right? And that's más 3, 5. And now this one we multiply numerator to denominator. So negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. 1 times 5 is 5. So then we, denominator already the same. So negative 15 más 3. We could write that as negative 15 más 3 over 5. And so only add numerator. Numerator, negative 15 más 3 is negative 12, just like here. So negative 12 equal over 5 is the same as negative 12 over 5. So see, it worked. Check is correct. So respuesta is correct. So now we want to do try it. You try 2 problemas just like that. So let me do the try it. So you try these problems. Okay, you too. Okay. I cannot write today. I don't know why. So this is OU. Okay. 2. Okay. So one of the try it problems I want you to do is this one here. So do 4 multiply 6 plus 2x equal to 0, and then do check. And then another problema I want you to do is negative 2 más 2 equal negative 2 times x plus 2. Okay, and then also do check for me as well. Okay, so 2 problemas, finish, to check, take photograph on telefono, and then email to Mr. Salvo. Okay, gracias.